Good morning, friends. Today we will be setting up for painting day. On this day, we will be using the color yellow. So please take out your yellow jar and the water. Have your paper sitting in a tub or a sink, any place where you can pour water and have it safely stay. I'm going to use a lid. As my water is soaking, I'm going to take my brush and my towel out, and I'm going to set it to the side. I'm also going to use a wet house sponge. Any clean dish sponge will suffice. Once the paper is sufficiently soaked, you will want to remove it from the tub or the container. Set it to the side and place the newly wet paper on a flat surface that is clean and free from any distractions. Now you will take your sponge and holding one side of the page, you will run the sponge across the paper in order to remove any excess water. Now you're ready to paint. Before you open the lid, please swirl the paint. This will mix the color, the pigment with the water. Remove the water lid. Get your brush out, and you will hold the brush at the tip with your thumb and your index and tall finger holding it nicely. I'm going to always wet my brush in the water first, tapping, and then making sure that the brush is tapped on the side, back and forth on the towel. Next, I'm going to dip my paint brush into the paint, tapping it on the side. I'm going to begin, and I'm going to go from one end to the other. The brush likes to dance or skate or glide across the page. We often say that the squirrel's tail or the gnome's beard likes to stay in place. Pushing down too hard on the brush will ruin the bristles and make it difficult to have a nicely painted picture. After I'm done with that color, I'm going to wash the brush out in the water by pressing my brush on the bottom of the container, tapping it, and then drying it on the rag. You'll want to do this each time you take your brush and place it in a color. Tapping, then painting. You'll want to make sure that all of the windows and doors are filled with beautiful, beautiful paint. Once you're done, you'll want to rinse your brush out again. Tap it dry, and then place it in a clean bucket of water so that you can rinse it out later. Next, you'll take the Sharpie pen and you'll write your child's name and the date. Painting is a quiet activity, and when we paint with the children on the Zoom site, we will put your child on mute. Make sure that it's quiet and free from distractions. After your child is done painting, please step out of the Zoom. Many children will still be painting, and we will find it disruptive if your child is finished painting and watching the other children paint. Once you are done and you've removed Zoom from your child, you'll want to put the lid on the paint of yellow, empty the water, rinse the container out, and put the lid back on it. This is something that your child will learn how to do. Next, you will take the paintbrush in a container and you will gently push the brush down to remove all color from it. When you're done, you'll rest it on a clean surface with a rag underneath it. You will want to make sure that your child is able to leave their painting on the clean surface until it is ready to be lifted and dried. How you lift your painting is from corner to corner, pulling it up gently, and then resting it on another surface to dry. Your child's painting may take between 24 and 36 hours to dry. Please don't let your child touch it in the meantime. Sometimes your child's painting will have excess paint on it. If that is the case, you may take the painting and gently tip it to the side so some of the color runs out. Once your child has finished cleaning, then they may be excused. We hope this helps. Thank you so much.